Calling Francine Osborne.
I do solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare and affirm that the evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
This is a case about seeking justice, some kind of closure for Frankie, a teenage sibling sexual abuse survivor. To begin to live a normal life, safe, free, and unanimously believed.
I'd lie in bed and wait for the creepy footsteps. JJ'd wait till everyone was asleep. He'd close the door behind him. That's play school discos.
School discos?
He'd start dancing with me, then touching me all over. He'd take my clothes off and abuse me. And then when it was over, I'd run to the bathroom and Mum would always ask me why I was spending so much time in there. But I was showering and scrubbing. I had skin blisters. I hated my body. What he got from it.
Frankie, you're doing really well.
I lashed out to try and make it stop. I trapped his foot in my bedroom door just to try and get him to go away. And then a few weeks later, I injured the same foot, but worse. Hit it with a laptop, but it didn't do anything. The horrible things he did made me do. One day, it got, you know. He raped me. And self-harming took me out of it for minutes. Out of my brain. And then I started drinking, but that didn't really help either, so I ended up in hospital twice because of that.
But you were prevented from telling a trusted adult the truth behind the self-destruction?
JJ said no one would believe me. And how do you say? How do you admit to taking part, being made to take part in something so disgusting and so dirty? No one else in the world does this with the brothers, so how'd you come forward?
Well, you're here now. You have come forward, and you're saying what you need to say. Frankie, who was the first person you told?
My dad.
And after all this time suffering, what made you tell him then?
I don't know, my dad. I came into his life when I was 15. Thought he didn't care because I was always acting up, a bad kid. But that was only because of what JJ had done to me previously, you know, trauma. And then it started again. It got worse. I got worse. And I think I was just really hard to love. But then on the day that JJ signed his contract with United, in that moment, my dad he said that he loved me. And I felt so safe. It felt like home. And that's why I'm here today.
Mr. Osborne, do you believe Frankie is capable of telling the truth?
It's a stupid question, isn't it?
Mr. Osborne, answer the question, please.
I do solemnly, sincerely, and truly
There were
declare
times when
and affirm
I did suspect she was being untruthful.
You can understand why She told these lies.
How did you feel when Frankie told you about JJ's abuse?
This is my son. It breaks my heart.
You were head of safeguarding at Hollyoaks High. How did you miss this?
I mean, as a father, you want to protect your children from the world.
How have these lies affected your family?
And my wife hasn't been allowed near the house.
it was a living nightmare.
How did it feel to be at the centre of these accusations?
Words could not possibly describe how it felt.
Did you believe Frankie when she lied about Nancy? Do you think JJ is capable of these accusations? Are you jealous of your twin brother's footballing achievements?
No. I wanted the best for him. He trained hard and it was his dream.
You wanted the best for him despite claims of serial sexual abuse that you hated, that you wanted to stop?
The difference between wanting the best for my brother and wanting the abuse to stop.
The day of Monday, the 15th of April, 2024, when you smashed JJ's foot with your laptop, resulting in a chipped bone and torn ligament, and he thought his career was over before it had started because of the injuries you inflicted.
I know what you're trying to do. Do you really think that I would have given him my stem cells to let him live if I was jealous of him? He had leukemia and I saved him.
When you wanted him out of your life, you saved him?
So that he could come to this trial and get punished. Not only for my justice, but, you know, for all the other kids out there that are too afraid to speak out. And I still didn't want him to die because he's still my brother and it's complicated.
It is complicated, isn't it? With the laptop, why did you go for his foot, not his arm, his chest, his face?
I didn't mean to, it was in defense of him coming into my room.
The day you finally chose to tell your father the sexual abuse allegations, the dad who you crave affection from, who you want to spend time with, understandably, after 15 years of absence, who seemed to favour JJ. Was this the day that JJ signed a professional contract for United?
Yes.
Frankie, it appears you were jealous of your brother's football career. On the day of Friday, the 16th of February, 2024, do you remember telling your stepmother, Nancy Osborne, that your granddad, Jack Osborne, touched you inappropriately?
Yes, I remember.
And had he touched you inappropriately?
No.
Why did you lie about being groped?
I was suspicious because it was a dance and because of what JJ had done to me. But I know Grandad wouldn't do that.
Frankie, when you were growing up, did JJ and your mum have a nickname for you?
Well, everybody has a nickname.
Did JJ and your mum...
No, can you stop bringing my mum into it because she's dead?
Did they ever call you Fantasy Frankie?
Yes.